Hello and welcome to this episode of the Choco-Bros podcast, the Democast, as I'm calling it. I've already made the thumbnail before recording.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Featuring special guest Bioroxas.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today, Bio?
It's good to be here. I'm very tired. Still on jet lag from LA.
Yeah, it sucked. I didn't sleep for a long time. I have many stories to tell about that airplane ride. But before that,
right. Yeah.
Espy is here too.
That's me. Hi.
Hi, SP.
He's played
Hi,
the
Bio.
podcast. There is no Swirls. I
replaced
said he played the podcast when I meant he played the demo. I might be tired too.
Swirls was like, Bio's gonna be here. I'm out. I gotta get out of here.
He had plans.
He's scouring the world for PS5 so he can join us and play FF16.
Yes, so today will be a little different than usual. Our main topic being the FF16 demo, and me and Bio both went to the FF16 pre-launch event in Los Angeles.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
So we will get to that. But first, there are a couple tiny little news things. I barely call them news, but tiny little things. I figured I'd start with a perfect thing of the FF16 devs, specifically Hiroshi Takai, the director, Kazutoyo Mahiro, I probably said that wrong, the creative director and scenario writer, and Ryota Suzuki, the combat director, all shared their top 3 Final Fantasy games in a interview with IGN. And I figured I'd go through that, and then we could share ours and get to know Bio a little.
And better be on
Final
there.
Fantasy. We'll start with the Hiroshi Takai, the director. His number 3 is FF10.
Pog.
His number 6 is his number 2 is FF6.
Okay.
Other way around. And his number 1 is Final Fantasy V.
He's got good taste.
Yeah, good taste. Not bad. The creative director / writer, Kazuto is I'm not even gonna try. I'm very sorry. His number 3 is FF12. His number 2 is FF Tactics, and his number 1 is FF5 as well.
Okay. Tactics is good stuff.
You can tell by everything in 16 that these people really like Tactics in 12. It's very obvious.
12 is
from
not
what little
good.
I've seen. I hate
Damn.
You. I hate you, SB.
12 is not good, and I stand by
Oh,
it.
so good. It's one of the best in the whole
I
series.
fell asleep multiple times playing that game.
You just need to play it again. You need to do it. But the battle director, Ryota Suzuki, his number 3 is FF5.
Okay.
His number 2 is FF10, and his number 1 is FF3. That's an interesting one. I having played it recently, but whatever. Good for him.
I like the idea of FF3.
I think we
just
played
because
it
I really liked
very recently. You go.
Well, I just like that they have crystal towers.
Yeah, it's Crystal Tower
and
Eternal
the
Wind.
themes, right?
Yeah, Eternal
The
Wind's so
themes.
good.
Yeah.
Eternal Wind worth it for number 1 game. But I figured we could go through and list ours. And Espy, you want to go first?
You want me to go first? Okay.
Yes.
I know 1 and 2, so I guess I have to think about
from
3.
3 to 1.
Yeah. 3 is a tie between 9 and 7. 9. No, 7.
It's okay.
Yeah. Viewer's
You want
choice.
to.
Viewer's choice for which one? Number 2 is FF13. And then
Really?
number
Good
1
take.
Final Fantasy X. Yes, FF13 is the first one I played by myself.
Okay.
I rented it on GameFly on Xbox 360, and I got stuck on one of the Eidolon battles, and I never went back. And then
The one with
the one that everybody gets stuck on.
Vanille's?
Yeah, Vanille's.
Man, that is. Oh.
Yeah. And then when I was older, I was like, I'm gonna do this again, and I platted it. I platted the whole Lightning trilogy.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
13 is my favorite.
Congrats.
Well, number 2, but Final Fantasy X. Don't listen to Iron Aggro. Best game ever made.
I've played it before. Yeah. That's alright.
Mine is
wait. It was alright because I was sleep deprived and my son was just born. So I need to re-experience it because I've heard it's really good.
Are you talking about 10 or 13?
10.
Yes, 10.
It's fine.
When we went to Distant Worlds, they played Xanarkand, and I cried. That game means a lot to me.
Yeah. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but my hot take is Xanarkand is kind of mid.
And my hot take is Iron Aggro is stupid and stinky. Mm-hmm. In that order.
But my number 3 is Final Fantasy X-2, actually.
Good music.
Best turn-based combat ever made.
Okay, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, by far. And then it's just a good game overall. Also, number 2 is FF14. Shocker, I put almost 2,000 hours into it. And my number 1 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was until March my favorite game ever made.
What happened in March?
Resident Evil 4 Remake came out.
Oh. Man, I met the voice actor for I always want to call him Clive because it's I think it's 16.
For Leon.
For Leon
yeah,
Kennedy.
I'm gonna say something. So me and Bio both were at the creator event the night before the FF16 event, and I saw his jacket. He was wearing an RPD jacket, Raccoon City Police Department jacket, and I was so close to just saying, "Yo, that's a cool jacket." I'm glad I didn't because I didn't recognize it was him.
How funny would that be? Like, whoa, I really love your jacket. Thanks. I was in the game. And you're like, oh.
He's a cool guy. I like was really stupid though because I didn't know that 5 didn't have.
Oh, I overheard that.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, have you started recording on the next one? And he was like, what? No. And I was like, oh, I thought one was coming out soon. And he was like, 4? And I was like, no, didn't 4 just come out? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. Are you doing a recording for 5? And he just like looked at me, and I was like,
oh gosh,
it hurt so bad. I was like, this guy thinks I'm so stupid.
I don't think I guess this is me. Like, I'm not good at this voice actor does this, and they look like I don't know what any voice actors look like. Minus Ben Starr because it's all over the place right now. So I wouldn't even be able to be like, oh, that's Leon's voice actor. I would just be like, that's a guy. So I'd be like, wow, Resident Evil 4 sucked, and he'd be like, yeah. Tell me more.
I heard really good things about RE4.
I would say Resident Evil 4 is probably fine. I've never played it.
Oh,
but.
good. We'll see if how long it lasts is my favorite video game.
Mm-hmm. The record is 2 days.
The record is 10 years for Kingdom Hearts 2. To be clear. Mm-hmm. But Bio, what are your top 3 Final Fantasy games?
Probably. I'm trying to think. I did like 10 too. I liked. This is hard. So I know for 1 and 2. But Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So obviously top all-time favorite is Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 7 Remake for 2. I guess original Final Fantasy 7 for the 3rd one. I don't know. Okay. I like 10. I like 10 too. I liked Type 0 HD. I know some people don't like that.
I have not played it.
I thought it was fun.
No. I'll bite my tongue. Okay. Have your opinion.
I never played it a lot, but I enjoyed the fact that you could switch between different characters.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they all have different unique attacks, and that's that makes my brain go burr. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of I can't really pinpoint another game. So probably Final Fantasy 7 original.
Nice.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
Good picks. Hopefully, all of our lists change in next week.
Yeah, obviously, I was gonna say probably Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be top 2, 3.
Probably.
The way it's shaping
I don't think it'll hit out 14.
No,
but
yeah, that's the tough part. Does it hit that? Does it hit my top 5 games of all time? It has to get up there to get close to 14, and I don't know.
Want my top 5 games.
Oh, I'm curious now.
Bloodborne is my all-time top favorite game of all time. There was this parkour game that came out years ago called Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah,
I played that. I love that game. I adore that game.
I played that a bunch of times.
Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3. Tales of Symphonia. I really like Tales of Symphonia. So a nice blend.
The only Tales I have played is the first 10-ish hours of Berseria 3 times. And every time I hit, like, okay, go do side quest section now, and I stop playing.
Well, actually, I'd probably, like, nudge KH2 and 3 together, just because both of those are fantastic games. And then 14, obviously, is in the top 5.
SB, do you know your top 5?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, bro, KH1 sucks. Anybody that likes KH1 is just spreading propaganda. You heard me, Pat.
You heard me, Pat.
Here.
Final Fantasy X. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 1. FF13. Shit on a stick and deep fry it.
Damn.
I don't know what number 5 is. I don't know. I'd have to think about every single game I've ever played. RuneScape.
I have a top 100 games ever played.
There you go.
Oof.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me or my son.
I have a top 100 games list, so I know this.
You have a top insert number for every topic imaginable.
Lists. I like lists. But Resident Evil 4 remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Final Fantasy 14, Devil May Cry 5, AI the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative.
No House of Chunky
No, that's
Salsa?
in my top 10. If I was going just on story, that'd be top 3. But
okay.
Gotta count gameplay too.
You do.
But now that we've talked about that, it's time to talk about the little tiny other news we got.
What's that?
FF16 is out in the wild.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Copies are out there. Somehow.
You see? Right here, this is a good argument for physical copy master race.
Why?
What?
You could have the game early. Potentially.
Okay, I have an argument for digital copy master race. The game is out early.
I'm just saying.
I'm not actually that, but you know, I'm getting digital because I want to play the minute it comes out.
I'm getting
rather than
the collector's
going to
edition because I'm
GameStop
bad
the
with
next
money.
morning.
Don't judge my rituals. I don't need this.
You're gonna tell the story?
No, I'm not.
You gonna do it? Do it.
No. Do not do this to me. Let me live in peace.
It's such a good story, though.
No,
it's so entertaining.
It's not even a story yet. It's fiction that has not been written yet.
Fine, you'll tell Bio off stream though.
Potentially.
Okay.
Oh, we're streaming?
No.
I meant recording. We're not streaming.
Okay, sorry.
No. Oh, I'd warn you. But yeah, they put out a little thing and say, you know, hey, don't share it. Be careful of spoilers. Yada yada. And that's all the news. Because we covered 7 Rebirth last week. We recorded the night it was announced. But Bio, what is your excitement level for 7 Rebirth?
7 Rebirth? Oh my god, like off the charts. It looks so good. I started a trailer analysis breakdown before I left for LA, and I've just been too tired to continue it. But the fact that so I'm gonna nerd out for a little bit.
Let's hear it. I'm only left for it.
In 7 Remake, right, you have this base combo, right, that Claude uses throughout the entire time. Everyone has their own base combo. In Rebirth, they showed the exact same combo, and at first I was like, shoot, like that kind of sucks. Like, I'd love to see something new. And then they show this heavy attack where you're just slicing at this enemy multiple times, like super fast. They're suspended in the air. You're not using ATB. They're like, all your gauges are full. You don't have any kind of punish command on your command menu, which means that it's either some kind of situation command or reaction command, or that like they've upgraded and added a level to your combat, and that's gonna be awesome.
See, my assumption for that was that it was the ATB had already been used, and that it was like a lot of the attacks in 16 where you use the ability, and then if you keep mashing, it keeps going.
So the indicator for that is in 7 Remake, the second that you use an ATB skill, it automatically gets depleted. Which means that you have to be really careful on how you use it, because if you use if you use magic, right?
Yeah.
And you go to cast it, it's already been used for ATB, so if you get hit out of it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So in the trailer, they showed that the ATB was completely full, which means that he hadn't just used a skill.
I wonder how they're gonna do
that's interesting. Oh.
I wonder how they're gonna do like if they're gonna do any sort of like, hey, if you have a 7 remake save, like bring it over, because it's hard to be like, I'm level 99.
I don't know, right? Because you start at a lower level.
Right. So, but I like the idea of like continuity. I don't expect to go into.
I think the only continuity will be keeping the abilities you got from the weapons in the previous game.
That I want something for the hard work.
I doubt it. I honestly doubt it.
But even that, I don't know. But I want there to be something.
I don't know. Have they shown off any of the abilities that were the same?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But it's more just like, I feel like that's something you should have at the start. This one, like,
well,
I was gonna say, I imagine either you'll have it like mastered, or you'll just have the abilities from the previous game.
Yeah, that's what I'd assume. Just the abilities. Yeah. I think your materia is gone, your weapons are gone, everything else gone.
But how do they explain that? Like, oh no, you're
they
level
don't have.
1
It's
again.
a video game.
But come on.
How do they explain what?
How do they explain going from like, wow, you were all leveled up and you beat Sephiroth to herky durky, you're level 1.
Video game.
They died.
Oh my!
They died. They come back, right? Like they died, and they come back out of the singularity, right?
Do they die?
The first part of the trailer shows them dead.
Yeah, but Cloud's not there.
Well, yeah, but that could be. Oh no! You're infecting me with the brain worms.
You guys need to talk.
What if? Oh no! What if you're not? What if you're not playing as the same parties you did in the first game?
Shut up! Shut the hell up right now!
It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't technically matter. It doesn't matter outside of this because it would have experienced the exact same things.
So no. So they have. It is the same group.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay. I don't know enough about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Uh-huh.
Who you need to be watching? Sleep Easy,
yes.
Schrodinger's Baby Seal.
Yes.
Both of them. Schrodinger's Baby Seal is the one that put together this, the timeline theory. And you need to watch his content and listen to his stuff because he is both him and Sleep Easy are just incredibly smart.
Shout out to both of them. Like, there's so I don't know that we could talk about this for hours and hours. Me, SP, and Oche may be doing like a chapter by chapter podcast thing in lead up to Rebirth in some capacity, talking theories and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not committing to anything. But
he's committed me already.
Stuff is happening. There's just so much to talk about.
It's a lot.
But to save time,
it's gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
We'll talk about that plenty over the next few months. But there's one more thing I wanted to pull up in the quote unquote news, not really. Is a tweet that Washington Post reporter Gene Park posted about 3 minutes before we recorded, where he pointed out that FF15 ended. Its final scene is at a campfire. FF16's first scene at a campfire. Fun facts. And that's about all there is to it.
Interesting.
There was not any news this week, actually. Normally there's longer times between recording. Normally we'd move on to the we will now move on to the what is it? I'm tired. What have we been playing in Final Fantasy outside of our main topic? For me, nothing. Espy?
What?
Have you been playing anything Final Fantasy?
The demo.
Outside of the demo?
The demo.
Bio.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yo!
I'm reading. Wow, okay.
Final Fantasy 14
I'm leaving. I will not take this disrespect.
No, I like 14.
You just said it's a shit game.
No, the hit game. The hit game.
Final Fantasy 14 Online.
You said that shit game.
Oh! No, it's a good game. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
But yes, how is the raid tier been going?
Yeah, so I joined this like cracked static for this tier because I told them I was like 16 comes out in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I need to clear this tier before 16 comes out.
Yeah.
So I cleared 1 through 3 pretty like first week, and then the second week was the LA like pre-launch celebration, which I didn't know I was going into. I didn't even know I was going to until like a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
So it kind of messed up my timeline. I'm in P12 right now, and I'm like close to beating it. We'll see if I can sync.
Made it to phase 2.
I'm at the end of phase 1.
Oh.
There's like one more mechanic that I haven't seen yet. So, and then phase 2, which I haven't really studied, but I'm hoping that I clear it before part 16 comes out.
Yeah, I've heard. I do not raid high tier stuff, but I enjoyed watching World Race. On the week of, and I've heard in general, phase 2 is not as big of a jump as it was in the last year. In difficulty, at least.
P8 in general is just like the damage check for part 1 was so bad, and then like I really hate, and I think there are some fail states in P12 part 2. I hate when there's a mechanic that like if one person messes up, it wipes, like it just instantly wipes the whole group. And P8 had like 2 or 3 mechanics. Where just like one person misses and everyone's dead, and it's just like, no. I think it was every mechanic. Every mechanic was like a tower or like a soak, and if you didn't soak it or like take it, then everyone died, and it's just like that's not fun. It's not like it's. I know the fight. Why am I getting punished for this person that doesn't know the fight? So.
Yeah, that's why I don't like raid. I don't have enough time to at least to commit to a static. And then
me either.
I don't want to deal with random people online in Party Finder. I can't do it. I don't have the patience.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But yeah, I was able to talk on the patch a little in terms of Normie does story and then stops playing for a month or 2. Tiers, but I'm glad we got the raid. The raid perspective. Well, we'll definitely have to get you on for 5.5 or 5.5. Wait, no, sorry, 6.5 or 6.55 to talk about the patch content.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Because these two don't play 14, so I'm just sitting here going, "It's good, guys." That's all
super
I can
good.
say.
You should play it.
Yeah,
super good.
Yeah, SB got a spoiler technically because they changed their like. When you hover over icon on PlayStation, there will be like a background image. And right now, and normally, 99% of the time, it's just some Choco-Bros riding across a field. Except for right when 6.4 came out, they were like, "Hey, here's the key art. Look at this antagonist that you will recognize."
I literally... Oh, okay, I remember. I was like, I had no idea, and then you said antagonist, and I was like, oh, right.
Yeah. The current main antagonist of the MSQ, that is.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say his name, but it'll make it real.
Well, maybe it's not him, really, actually.
No,
who knows? You don't know? You don't know that.
You don't know?
I guess I'll just have to play 500 hours of FF14 to find out.
I guess you will. But okay, enough of 14, because we can talk about that some other time. Forever, actually.
Yeah, I could talk about that forever.
But moving on to FF16, me and Bio went to Los Angeles.
Yeah. You like messaged me and you were like, "Can we room together?" And I was like, "Please."
Hotels in Los Angeles are
they're
expensive. Not as expensive as I thought they'd be. Still expensive. But our hotel was nice enough. Like, the lobby was super fancy, but the rooms were fine. Nothing to write home about, but nothing bad either.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
We got
I had an OLED TV, I heard.
I think it did. Obviously I didn't look into its settings to see exactly what model
have.
it was, but it looked like an OLED. It was an LG.
You should have stolen it.
No, it ran very, very slowly.
Oh.
It was an OLED, but it was old.
Old lead.
Old lead.
Anyway, I'm sorry. That was bad.
Well, we met up at a creator event that Bio invited me to on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
night.
That was supposed to be like a really small get together, and then we got there, and there was like 30 people
at a bar full of other people. It was very loud. Definitely not my normal scene.
Yeah, me neither.
I had because I don't drink, I had the worst water I've ever had in my life. That's the only non-alcoholic option. It's like $5 can of bubbly water. It was a very small can, and it tasted disgusting. I hadn't eaten like 13 hours.
Woof.
So that was fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But it was fun to meet everyone. That was cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a ton of cool people there. There was like, let me think. There was like,
he goes, there was a ton of cool people, and he can't name one.
I completely blanked.
Well, guys, those two people you mentioned earlier.
So Sleep Easy, Schrodinger Baby Seal was there. Night Sky Prince.
Alex Maloka was there.
Alex Mukala, yeah.
Mukala? Okay.
Mukala.
I never know how to pronounce that name.
Is that the music
Susie
guy?
Sphere. Yeah. Okay. Susie Sphere Hunter.
Yeah, she was awesome. I listened. I was listening
was
to
there.
a podcast on the flight, like that Spear Hunter was on.
Oh yeah,
on my flight there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
who else?
Clive, Sid, and Benedicta's VAs were all there.
Yeah, and they were so cool and nice.
Sid's VA looked very bored and tired, and I think he was the first person to leave.
I bet, yeah.
He's probably been there a couple of days doing a bunch of press stuff and
probably.
For sure, yeah.
He's also just.
I'm surprised that
he was like at least 10 to 20 years older than anyone else there. So that's fair. I do not blame him. I would have left.
His voice so far in the game is really good.
So good. He's like one of the most distinctive voices I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the movie The Witch, and like I remember going, man, this guy should voice act.
You manifested it.
Probably not. I probably started recording years before that. Since I watched last year.
Can you just let me have this?
No. I've watched some interviews. Apparently, like Clive's VA was recording for about 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, they started 4 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
It's insane how long it takes.
It's actually insane.
And they did motion capture for a lot of it, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were super. They were so cool. They were super down to earth.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were a joy to talk to. Just like, especially like Ben Starr is just like, he loves Final Fantasy. You can just tell, like he just loves it. So it was just so cool to talk to him and hear his excitement for the game as like a fan of, yeah, it's just cool seeing like a fan get to be one of the voice actors.
I was just say that's gotta be such a cool experience, like loving Final Fantasy and then landing a job as like main protagonist. Like that's freaking crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. He was on Kind of Funny Games Daily the other day, and he talked about how like his most recent platinums, which were Sonic Frontiers and Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I haven't platted that game. I'd call it my favorite video game. He did. I'm trying to find it, but I know he listed his top 3 Final Fantasies, and I don't remember what they are.
I think I saw. I'll try to find it real quick while we're talking.
Okay. But he was cool. I didn't get to talk to him much, but he was cool for what we did.
He seems like a really down to earth guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hasn't done much voice acting, I don't believe, or much acting in general. I don't think. I know the studio that they use for this and 14 are usually do like stage actors mostly.
Oh yeah, 14 did.
Yeah, because they use the same studio as 14 for the.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Did you notice about the Dragoon?
No.
The Dragoon in the 16 demo has the same voice actor as Justinian. And he's doing the exact same voice.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's so funny. I only played it like. Oh, you know what happened? I think that's when my son was sitting beside me while I was playing it, and so I was like too distracted, like making sure that he was okay.
Yeah. See, that's one of those times where it's not a problem, but I noticed I like very, very much recognize VAs, and that was like one where I freaked out. It's so cool, and like you can't do that and not know. It's not like Oriange's VA is one of the random guys that I think he's the guy that, spoilers for the 16 demo, we're already there. He's the guy that kills Clive's dad, who then dies 2 seconds later. So he's an unvoiced character, and that's Oriange's VA. But that's whatever. Having Estinian's voice actor play the Dragoon, it's like that's on purpose, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, then the next day we went to the actual event, and how was the event for you? Because I definitely we did not
probably different experience.
At the actual event. Yeah.
Really? Did it take that long to get in?
Well, no, it didn't take it. Like it took like an hour after we split up.
Really, Jesus.
Yeah. But it was fun. I met some cool people in line. We hung out most of the time, honestly.
Oh, nice. Nice. Let me think. So when we first got there, we a couple of the creators all kind of like met together at the hotel and then walked up to the event place. So we get there and we're walking through. We get they had their own like separate like VIP entrance, so we got in pretty fast. And then I think we were given like an hour before they opened the main gates, and so we got to go to all the different booths. There was like different what's the word, banners of like all the different characters. So they have like key art of the banners, and then a wide banner to take pictures in front of. So that was really cool. And then they had these green screen booths where you could like step in front of it, take a picture with a different icon, and then they would airdrop it to your phone. And so that was honestly like really cool. That was really, really cool. And then in the back they had 2 posters that you could sign, and then they had the actual like venue, which is like a hollowed out like plane hangar, it looked like. And so I think from what I understood, other people were able to like grab a specific ticket for one of the things they wanted to do, so you had access to
so when we got
meet
in line,
the dev.
When we got up to the entrance, they did not give us time. It was only when you got up, you were the next person in line that they told you pick between meeting Yoshi P and the devs, the voice actors, or playing the game. And I picked playing the game, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
SB yelled at me for not meeting Yoshi P.
Yoshi P was so nice.
I'm so annoyed at him. He's like, I was like, dude, what if you get the chance to meet Yoshi P?
It was on impulse.
You were, right? Like you didn't know that the demo was being released that day.
No, I figured it out. Like, it was impulse. If they had given me time to think about it, I probably would have gone with meet Yoshi P.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad I did because of what happened after. It would have been hard to get the actual poster they give you for him to sign home.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but I mean, I did get to play the game. It was fun. Shocker.
Yeah, really fun. So yeah, they let us kind of like walk around. We could get drinks and food and all that stuff. And then at a certain point, they had us all walk into the venue together. And it was like kind of secretive where they like opened this side door when we walked in. It was pitch black. And then we walk into the event and it was incredible. Like there were TVs like just lining one side of the room with all the demos for the Garuda Challenge there. There was an Ifrit statue that was gigantic and like actual like looked like he was on fire and like had like coals burning in his body.
It was sick.
Incredible. Beside that was like a Garuda claw where you could like be held by Garuda. And it was like a life-size like claw that you could open up and get into. So like super incredible, like really detailed props that they put a lot of thought into. So that was really cool. And then on the other side of the wall, there was like booths for streaming. So certain creators were given access to stream from the event. And then at the front was like the general like panel stage. So they walked us around there, showed us all the different booths and places. And then like Yoshi P appeared behind us. Like he was just like following us, like watching our reactions. And I happened to like turn around and see him. And me being like the Final Fantasy 14 fanboy was like, oh my god, it's Yoshi P. I walked up to him and I like asked other people first. I was like, is it okay if I go like talk to him while we're like in here? And they were like, oh yeah, sure. We'll like take your phone and we'll take a picture for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I got to like go up to him and like thank him for all his work on 14 and tell him how excited I am for 16. It was, he was so nice. He's like so chill. So that was incredible.
Yeah.
And it's also really interesting, like, with like our Kingdom Hearts backgrounds, like Tetsuya Nomura is very private. He doesn't like to take pictures or be online. And so seeing a producer that like takes a different route and is like a lot more transparent. Opposite. Exactly. Yeah.
He's like, I made this game. I'm the Yoshi P. Associate me with good games, so that when I like, they advertise him
also, like,
associated with the game more than even the director or the combat director or anyone. Like, it's like, this is a Yoshi P game because they know you know him for making 14.
Yeah. And I don't think either is worse, right?
No,
I think,
no, not at all.
It was just a little different for me. But also, like, I heard that like Yoshi P like goes online and reads through like all the comments on Reddit and different social medias. Like, he's very much in touch with the community, which is awesome to see. And I imagine like Nomura is as well. Well, I mean, like you have to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly when you're developing a game. Like you need to have a pulse on what your community is saying.
Absolutely.
And I think that Nomura probably has like an alt, not an alt account, but like a private account that he uses to peruse stuff. I think in this day and age, most people are connected.
Yeah, I'd say most people probably do.
So.
At least, I'd say most people do until whatever their breaking point of going, okay, I can't do it anymore, and they just delete every account they have.
Yeah. So I met Yoshi P. He like had a speech for us, thanking us for like playing the game and coming out there. And then I think we left, and then the event started opening. And so, yeah, all the voice actors came out, and then everyone started filing in.
Yeah. And the panels were really good. I got to be up front for most of them.
Oh, awesome. How did you watch the story panel?
That was when I watched the least. I was eating during that. I did watch, I did not enjoy it as much as the other ones.
Oh yeah.
Like it was fine.
I didn't pay attention to that one. I think I was streaming during that one.
Yeah.
But
I had
also
your
like
stream pulled up on my phone for some of that.
Oh, thanks. So I didn't watch that one. I also just like have been skipping most of the story cutscenes anyways because I really want to like wait until I play the game to experience it. So there was one on story, there was one on combat that was incredible. Like me, NSP, Sleep Easy were all like hanging in the back, and like we were like trying to, because we had just finished I don't know if we had just finished the demo or if we were just like chatting about combat, but we were like trying to talk through like, okay, like what happens when like how is this gonna work, or like what's the system gonna look like, and like every like 2 seconds we're stopping because we're just screaming at Maximilian Dude and the DMC combat director, like just doing this incredible stuff on screen. It was so cool.
Just hearing the whole crowd shout anytime he did a perfect dodge or anything like that. It was great.
I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna forget. Ben's favorite Final Fantasies: 8, 12, and 10.
Interesting.
Good taste. I'm sorry. Continue talking about the event.
You're fine. Thank you for telling us. I forgot we were talking about that.
So they had Maximilian Dude on to talk about combat. That was really cool to see. and then they had the story one, and then they had the music one, which was incredible.
Yeah.
I missed most of that one too, sadly, but the ending of that, Soken and Alex McCullough actually got to like share the stage and play a song together. It was like a very like simple song, but still like that was just so incredible to see, because he's been working towards that for so long, and to see that like that dream imagined, that dream like real in front of him is just incredible.
Yeah, that was the one where I was standing up there about 40 minutes before it started because I wanted to be right there. I was standing 2 feet from the speaker.
Really?
Yeah. Like they had to move us back after that one for the confetti cannons.
Right. Yeah, until the end of it was the confetti into the sky.
I think I have a piece of the confetti somewhere. SP, do you want the confetti from the heaven?
Yes. Are you serious?
I don't remember where I put it, so maybe not.
Anything. Okay, so Bio, I'm gonna tell you a little story.
Okay. Is this the embarrassing one? Or
no, the embarrassing one. No. Aggro told me that, hey, I'm going to LA. Wow, that's crazy. Blah blah. He says, we're going to a creator event, and I said, if they have special Final Fantasy 16 coasters, you have to bring me one. And he goes, I'm not stealing from the event. And I said, it's not stealing, they're for you. And he goes, no. And I said, okay, what if somebody is walking around throwing them away? Will you grab me one? He says, yes. So he's only willing to bring me something if there is no value to anybody else, which one, that's mean.
You can have my crumpled up ticket for the Garuda challenge.
Yeah, are you? Oh, I would love that.
It is crumpled up.
I don't care. I've folded it a couple times. Sick. But so when he was like, oh, the creator event was just kind of like not Square Enix affiliated. It was just like, hey, we're all gonna meet up here. I was like, so no coasters. So him offering me his confetti, I'm like, oh, proof, that's cool. So I like collecting things, but Iron Aggro hates me.
Oh damn!
Sadly, I don't have my lanyard or cool Torgal pin.
I bought a lanyard. The Torgal pin, I understand.
Yeah, so the lanyard apparently was also used at PAX, and so SB bought one. It
was like
for $10.
Yeah.
The Torgal pin though specifically says the pre-launch event on it, so I think it's exclusive to that.
Mm-hmm.
I will be breaking into Aggro's house.
I don't know. Dude, I misplaced that. I don't know where I put that.
No, you're gonna make me cry. Don't say that.
Yeah, I just remember that I got that. Like I know we were just talking about it, but I just remember that I don't remember where I put it.
Oh, Bio. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
And now it's time for SB to come to your house and search every nook and cranny for it.
Please don't do that.
Finders keepers.
Please don't come to my house.
You're gonna hear a knock at 1:30 in the morning, and it's gonna be the FF16 prelude music.
Oh my god!
I won't go to your house. I have no idea where you live.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Please don't look for it.
Anything for you, Bio.
Appreciate it. Other than that, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you go. Is there anything else about the event?
I don't think there was like an after party. Not like an after party. Mm-hmm. It was like me, like Sleep Easy, Schrodinger, all got to hang out and talk, and that was really nice. It was like the one time where like, because the first party we went to was like in a bar, and it was so loud, and then the actual event, right? Everyone's screaming, and then so it was so much noise all the time, and so it was nice to just have like a quiet little laid back hangout.
Yeah, I immediately went back to the hotel and slept immediately.
Oh yeah, I went there. I was supposed to just take an Uber right out to the airport, but I got invited to that, and I was like, maybe I'll just cut it close. Which I didn't realize that you're supposed to be at the airport 40 minutes before to get your ticket.
Yep.
Or like I don't know if they just like won't give it to you. But
if you don't get your ticket before they start boarding, you don't get on the plane.
Nope.
Yeah. So I got there like 10 minutes before that.
Oh boy.
So I didn't realize that like that was a that was a thing. So
yeah, that's the general rule of thumb is try to be at airport 2 hours early in case.
Yeah, that's what they said. But then I got there like 2 hours early the first time, and then I got through like TSA in like 10 minutes, and I was like, what am I supposed to do for the next hour and a half, hour and 50?
Now it's time for the airport story.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So you got to go home. I assume direct flight first thing.
Not direct flight.
No, not direct, okay.
I went into Chicago and then
into your flights were on time.
Charleston. Yeah.
So
early.
I leave my hotel at 9 a.m. It takes me till 10 a.m. to get to Union Station by Uber because the Uber driver doesn't show up.
Really? Woof.
Yeah, and then the bus is late from Union Station to the airport, and then there's traffic. So rather than taking like half an hour like it did on the way there, and I assumed it would on the way back to the airport, it took over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was cutting it pretty close, but not too close. Like I still got time to have lunch. But then they're like, the plane's been delayed. And I'm going to have exactly 13 minutes from the time my plane lands to make it to the other plane leaving. Like before they shut the doors.
13 minutes?
13 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
And then they're like, we need to get 20 people off this plane. So we're going to offer $2,000 in airline miles for you to get off the plane. For like to delay your flight.
Did you get off?
Like to not to get, we weren't on the plane, but to like not go on this flight. Off? Yeah.
You did it?
I tried. Unfortunately, the lady who was doing my ticket did not realize that I was part of that line, and she thought I was just. She did not realize that, so I did not get the $2,000 in airline miles.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then you also got left behind.
Oh, it gets worse. So because I went up to her and was like, okay, here's my ticket, assuming she'll give me the free airline miles, and then she puts me on an American flight. I am in Terminal 7 in LAX, and the flight is in Terminal 4, and it leaves in less than an hour. And so I run like a half an hour, I want to say. Almost a half an hour.
It's a big airport.
To Terminal 4. It's really big, and it's connected by tunnels. I could take a bus, but that would probably take longer. I get to Terminal 4. I go up to customer service American, and they're like, the flight's in Terminal 5. So I run back to Terminal 5, and they're already boarding, and they can't give me a ticket.
Oh my god!
Because I technically don't have. I have a voucher saying for them to give me a ticket. I don't have the actual ticket yet. So I walk back to Terminal 7. I go up to that lady. I skip the line because I'm not dealing with that. And I just go up to her and like I did not get on this plane. Get me on a new plane, and she puts me on a flight to Houston, like a connecting flight to Houston, then to home on Charlotte. And she's like, okay. On paper, this is not going to look like it's going to work, but it will. Trust me.
Oh, no.
And I do.
Trust me, bro.
You trusted her after all of that?
I don't think about it because I'm out of breath and I feel exhausted. I'm sitting there at the gate for the Houston flight, and like, you know what? I should talk to the guy at the airport, make sure it's going to work. So the ticket shows that my flight to Houston is getting there an hour after my flight from Houston to Charlotte is leaving. And I tell him, apparently she says this is going to work, I guess. And he has no idea how it's even possible she could book me on this flight through their system. And so he puts me on a 9:30 p.m. flight to DC.
What?
And like that's the next flight. And then connecting from DC to Charlotte. He gave me first class on both flights and $60 in meal vouchers.
Damn.
So I fly out from
first class. Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. I got a free meal on the way there. It was some gross fancy person salad with noodles and ginger sauce, but it was whatever. It was like, it was 9:38 p.m. So I wasn't very hungry. I had already eaten the dinner they gave me, or that I bought with their meal vouchers. And then the flight gets there an hour early, so I have a 5.5 hour layover at DC, and I'm just hanging out there for the whole time. And then I finally get home after that. Oh, actually, I did forget one part of the story. The nice part of the story, where good things happened.
Oh yeah, I like this.
The person in front of me in line who was was like, I want $2,000 in miles.
Yeah.
When I sat down to just, hang out in a corner for 9 hours or something like that, he walks by and is like, oh, hey, did you get your things sorted out? Yada yada. And I talked to him for a little bit, and he's like, hey, do you want some free food? And I'm like, I guess, yeah, sure. Thinking he means like he'll buy me a meal or something. I'm like, yeah, it's just stranger at airport, why not? I got nothing better to do. And he takes me to the American Express Lounge, where they have a free buffet and free drinks. And like a nice seating area. And because like he apparently with the being a member or whatever, you get one or two free like people to come with you. And he's there, he has one drink and leaves because his flight's like leaving immediately. And so I just get to hang out there, and yeah, I still hanged out in there all day. Found a seat in the corner. Like it was a nice comfy seat. Got a free meal.
Nice.
Like a nice buffet. I don't drink, but I would have. I just had some free Coca-Cola. But so yeah, I had an experience getting back.
Sounds like it, Jesus.
And I barely slept on the plane. I slept maybe a total of half hour on and off. So I played the demo with 30 hours of no sleep.
I was like, Bio,
I tried to sleep on the first flight because I was like, this is a 7-hour flight. It's good. I'm just gonna sleep because it's 12 a.m. I just tossed and turned the entire night. Somehow like the hours like blended together, and I guess I slept at some point. But like, yeah. Bro, that first flight sucked. And then I was like, the next one's only like 2 hours. No way I'm sleeping on this one. Immediately, as soon as it like took off, I conked out so hard.
I wish.
Yeah, Bio, hearing that endeavor he went through, you'd think, oh my god, I'm finally home. I'm going to bed, right? No. He streams the Final Fantasy 16 demo.
Look, I had to do it.
Of course you do.
Because if I went to sleep right when I got home, so around 12 p.m., or no, so 11 a.m., 12 p.m., and I sleep for a normal human amount of time, I then wake up at like 8 or something, and then I have to go to bed again very quickly because I have to go to work at 5 a.m.
Oh my god. So
I had to power through until that night so I could sleep a normal amount and like wake up when I have to go to work. Rather than the other option, which is wake up at 8 p.m., then go to work, then get home at 5 p.m., and still have lack of sleep. Just at work. But, okay. Now that we're almost an hour into recording, this is the longest episode. Let's talk about the demo.
I talk too much.
No, you're fine. Swallows just likes to keep us on track, and he's like, all right, moving on when we get off topic.
I like doing this.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I was only booked for an hour, so have fun, guys.
All right, so Maya, where can they find you?
So the demo, yeah, pretty good, pretty fun.
It's
fine. It's a game.
when you are listening to this, more than likely, I mean, this is probably gonna come out Sunday? Is what you said?
Sunday or Monday, probably.
The game's coming out in a couple of days. If you haven't played the demo,
bro,
you're
why
probably
not?
not listening. But I guess beware of slight, tiny, minimal, almost non-existent spoilers for the game.
Bro, they
spoilers
love the word
for the first
fuck.
2 hours of the game.
Yeah.
They love that word.
What? Spoilers?
Fuck?
Oh, they do love the word fuck.
It's really funny.
I was playing. My wife, she likes video games, but not to the level that we do, right?
Yeah.
And she hears a lot of fuck, and she's like, wow, they're saying that a lot. And there's many times during the demo where she's like turning around from her desk and looking at the TV. She is definitely playing the game. She is like super. Just like the story beats.
Yeah, that's what I think my wife's really gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have her play with the timely accessories.
Yep.
Because like I think that like the actual story I think would really grip her.
Well, yeah. So when specifically at the end of the demo, not the icon challenge, that's separate, right? But when Ifrit and Phoenix are having their wrestling match, and we can talk spoilers. When Ifrit Clive ? I don't know, like is just fucking like beating the shit out of Phoenix, and like you're hearing every noise. She's like, oh my god, she's like her eyes teared up, and she was like, and she's like, was that Clive? What's going on? And I was like, I've watched one trailer. I know as much as you do. So I think that was a moment that she was like, I want to play this game because it's like they're just letting everything go. So she's excited.
Yeah, it was like, for Bio, me and Espy, me and also Espy will be there, are doing a stream the day before the game comes out where we're gonna play. I'm gonna play the first hour of every game in the series, and we go at the very end, before 16 comes out, I'm gonna rank them for funsies. I think this will easily be the best one. Like, from memory,
it starts out so
this
good.
This is the best opening to this game in the series. Maybe 7. Maybe 7's better.
Even then, opening. Like what happens in the first hour of 7?
The bombing run.
Right, like that. I mean, that is really good, but compared to 16, ooh,
I might still say the bombing run, but it's close.
If 16, bombing run is really good start.
If 16 keeps the pace and the story that we've established with the demo, I think for a lot of people, it's going to become their favorite Final Fantasy. Mm-hmm. It just seems so well done.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's perfect. Like it's exactly what I wanted it to be. And the opening like hours of the game, because I've been paying attention to marketing, we're not like, I don't think anything was surprising to me, but that's fine because 90% of what I know about the game, I just saw in the demo.
Yep. That I was worried that like we were gonna see a lot from like different parts of the game, but really we haven't. I mean, the little I've seen of like random like 5 seconds of this trailer or 5 seconds of that trailer seems like it's all like in the prologue that we played. So I'm excited for how much more there is to come.
Yeah,
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Oh, the fact that the trailers that just like don't show anything. Like it was crazy to me how many times I was playing it and I was like, this was all just in the first 2 hours of the game? What?
Like
it's crazy.
We did the like predictions cast with the Tyler and OJ. And we all like going through it, we were like, we don't know what happens in this game at all. Like we know up to a certain point, and then there's just like, these two characters fight. At some point, and that's it. Like,
Joshua,
there's a couple things, but
Joshua dying has been known. Like that's like pretty.
We knew that
common.
in the very first trailer. That was in the very first trailer. We knew Joshua would die.
Like the reveal trailer.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember that, but okay. So like that's not like. I thought that might have been the only thing that like, wow, that would suck if somebody didn't know. But like if you didn't see the reveal trailer, I mean, come on, like that was 3 years ago?
Yep.
I don't know.
A little over 3 years ago now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. And we're 6 days away as of today. Almost 5, depending on your time zone. It's 11 o'clock here.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
But it was like, I liked all the characters, the world, the setting was interesting. Like,
combat's really good.
Combat's so good.
Combat is incredible. It is like the amount of things that you can throw in just for free damage. I think that's what I like about it so much is like you can just, if you really want to, you can just mash square, right? Like you can just do your attack and dodge and you're fine. Like it might take forever, but you can do that.
Yeah.
But then you can add in like magic between your attacks to one, speed up your attack because it cancels the animation, makes it faster. But 2 also acts as like a free damage, like just free damage.
I was teaching Espy how to do that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on top of that, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
On top of that, when you finish a combo, if you use it's sick and another attack that Torgal can use, if you use that right at the end of a combo, it actually is a follow-up, like increased damage. So it's like a combo. It's like a combo finisher plus, right?
That's
like so you
sick.
do your combo finisher, and then Torgal will do like a combo finisher on top of that. And so like it's just like free damage if you remember to hit it, because it's like it's not like taking any resources.
I like that was the one thing I didn't realize, like I didn't know how to use Torgal well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I'll definitely have to do that if I play through.
Yeah, and he also has like a regen heal. Like you can just heal and he'll like give you a regen. It's really nice that like you can just play through the base game like with your normal attacks, or you can play with the things a little bit and get a little bit more damage out of everything. Yeah. And it feels really good when you like get a counter or get something, and like, just like do
it feels very
incredible
rewarding
damage.
Like there's no reason to not use your cooldowns.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if you guys,
outside of saving them for a counter, you're mostly just wanting to go now do them, do it now. If you're,
exactly.
You're using
I made a video about. Oh, sorry.
You go.
I was gonna say I made a video about that. Like, like it's you don't have MP. There's no reason to hold something that is just going to, like, if you can use an attack and it's going to come off cooldown, but the next time you need it, like, use it.
Yeah, like, if you're using all 6 abilities, like, if you're rotating between them, by the time you get to your 6th ability, your first one's probably going to regen, depending on what you have. Obviously, certain things have longer cooldowns depending on the ability, but it's so good. And, like, I love the counter abilities.
Yeah.
They're, like, what was it? The Garuda one, where you jump back, and if that jump back animation dodges a attack, you do a huge spinning hit. It's so satisfying.
There's
to get
so
those.
much depth. This is my first, like, I don't want to say like, true action game, but like that's like this style. And I was talking to Aggro, and he was like, yeah, you can like chain magic in between your attacks. So like swing your sword magic, like. I was already doing that, like trying to juggle enemies in the air so that they like weren't trying to attack me. And it never occurred to me like, oh, do this on the ground also, and like just get those extra hits. And so we were talking today, and it's just like there's so much to explore with the combat, and there's so much to learn.
Yeah.
And with different icon abilities you're gonna have on, like there's gonna be so much depth. I cannot wait to like sink our teeth into it. And
yeah, I'm really hoping like. I'm like not selfishly, but like I'm really hoping that I can become like the icon guy, just like I was with, like the form changes. And that's what I'm gonna be pushing towards.
Yeah, because there's so much variety, and just like I saw someone complaining about the fact that you can't go backwards in, like you can only go in one order for the icon abilities. Like if like in the setup they have it by default, Phoenix, then Garuda, then Titan. And like they were upset there's no button to go from Phoenix to Titan. But I feel like that's on purpose, because the order you have them in will therefore influence what you're doing and the order you're doing it in. And I feel like, you know, there's so much variety to the moves you can have and the combinations you can use of them.
I feel like there's no cooldown. Like you can double tap L2. And it's not going to be like, oh, you have to wait the cycle. You can just go boom, boom, and you'll be on the
No, but in a game this speed, theoretically, not yet. No one's at the skill level yet. Or no one, I don't think anyone is. But theoretically, that second will make a difference at some point.
I'm sure it will, but I don't know. Maybe I'm also looking at it as somebody who doesn't
I agree with you.
It's taking me a lot to like get used to the speed of the game.
Me too.
Because I love action games, but like there's so much going on, and like I think it's just once I get that combat sense of like, okay, these are my abilities, this is how I use them, and like create that muscle memory, it'll be a little bit easier. But like thinking of like, there's already people that are like creating like combo chains and like videos about like all the stuff that they're doing, and I'm like, how does your brain work like this where you're just create, like you have this combo chain already in your head, and you're like you're moving through your combo with the idea of like I'm setting up for this next thing, and it's just like woof.
It's
impressive.
People are gonna sink more time into the demo than the actual game. There's like they're gonna get into the game and be like, I'm optimal already.
Yeah, see, that was me with
That's what I've been trying to do, is play as much of the demo as possible so I get used to the combat.
Yeah, that's what I did with Devil May Cry 5. I played that demo literally over 100 times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was finally decent at the game by the time I started it.
You see, I'm the opposite. Like, I play a demo for a game until I'm like, wow, I'm even more excited for the game. And then I stop because I don't want to...
No, I do the same thing.
I don't want to
typically
be too good. And, like I like a challenge, right? So I don't want to I mean, I know our saves carry over, but I don't want to be like, all right, I'm already a master at the combat and just lose out on the difficulty curve of learning as you're playing. So with Sea of Stars, I played 10 minutes of the demo, and I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna absolutely love this game. So I didn't finish the demo because I just don't want to play more than I need to. And then Iron Aggro was 200 hours in the demo is not enough. I must do more.
More.
He's scratching his throat.
I definitely want to play through again on I want to play through the base demo again before the game comes out, because I want to be able to go through and do good against each of the encounters, because it's gonna have to see how the actual system works. It's definitely a more behind the scenes thing until people figure out the math. But doing things, you know how you see on the right, you see pop-ups with stars and stuff. Each of those
Magic Burst ×4 and stuff like that.
Yeah. Each of those give you a different amount of experience. And doing unique abilities and combos and such will get you more experience than if you are just doing hit. If you're not using your abilities and such. It's unclear exactly how it works, and it's not a huge amount. But there's a little bit of a difference. And obviously, I'd assume that will also affect the whatever they're calling the style meter equivalent in this game, the combo meter or whatever. That is the one part of the game I'm very curious to see. Is there? I couldn't find any useful way to use the taunt mechanically.
Yeah, I tried today.
You can get someone's attention, but I don't see how that.
It makes them automatically attack. So if you want to counter,
okay.
Right, if you have a counter move, then just taunt them instead of waiting for them to attack you. They'll just automatically attack.
Oh, thank you. There we go. I found it.
Look at that. My I wish that you could remap controls.
Yeah.
I don't like square being attack and triangle being magic. It just feels awkward to go between them, and they have 3 control schemes, but I wish I could just remap myself. I'd like this to be here.
I don't get it. It's an action game in the year 2023. How do you not have fully rebindable controls?
That's my only complaint. That's my only.
No, I have another complaint.
Is it frame rate?
It's frame rate.
Yeah. Okay. I have 2.
It's
complaints.
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. In combat, I don't think I've seen it drop below 60. Maybe not a single time. I probably, but I'm I can see frame rate, but not I'm not Digital Foundry or anything.
Yeah.
But it's not noticeable, at least in combat. Out of combat though, it's very noticeable. It will hover around 40 at times. In frame rate
performance.
Mode. Yeah. That's
my only complaint. Yeah. Well, that
it's just weird. I've never seen that before. Usually it's the opposite way. The cutscenes, they're pre-rendered, or they're that's 100% going to happen the way it's going to happen, so they can test it exactly as it is. Whereas combat, there's a trillion variables, so frame rate will drop during it. But no, exact opposite. I'd assume it's that each combat encounter is made and done in a small area, so they specifically made it so that the frame rate doesn't drop. But I don't know. I'm maybe this is a couple versions behind the full release anyway, so I'm hopeful that can be fixed, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it's not that bad though.
Not a single complaint.
Can't wait for this. This is where, gosh.
How many days has it been? 5?
Well, in 43 minutes, 5 days. Yeah.
5 days. So close. I'm very excited to play this for 15 hours a day.
You're
at
fucking
least.
Insane.
Me and Espy both have vacations. Ready to go for this.
Yeah.
But okay, I think anything else you have to say, Espy?
No, I think that's what I have on the demo. I think it's a really good taste of what we can expect. My hype was already super high, but now actually getting to touch the game and see how the combat works, I can't fucking wait, man.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Anything else you wanted to bring up, Bio?
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna make breakdowns for all the different stuff. So if you want to watch that,
definitely.
Wait,
I feel like I have a keen eye for not just like animation appreciation, but also like how mechanics work. So if that's up your alley, then drop a subscription.
Where would they find you, Bioroxas?
Bioroxas on YouTube and Twitter. Please follow me. I'm Bioroxas.
And Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know. Twitch is kind of dead.
Okay. Is it just Bioroxas? There's no underscore, right?
There is a hyphen.
That's what I said.
In all of my things, but everyone always just writes it as Bioroxas as one name.
Okay.
So I've given up trying to
correct
to correct people. I'm just
as long as they find you.
It comes up in the Google search. Who cares?
Yeah. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Bioroxas.
Thanks for asking me. I love doing podcasts.
Good.
Yeah, you are always welcome.
Yeah.
We're probably going to do at least 2 or 3 on 16. So
hell yeah.
Maybe we can get.
I know. I'm on 2 podcasts already for talking about the game when it comes out.
Okay. You're doing your little media tour.
Yeah, right. So we'll see if those still pan out. But if I have time, yeah, I'd love to talk about this game. It's so cool.
Okay. So. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and thank you, Bio. Have a good FF16 launch week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.